The bonus came in, and I quietly refinanced, thanks to a favor from an old college buddy at the bank. I smiled and said, okay. She thought it was surrender. It wasn't. It was the beginning of something entirely different. We met in college. She had those fierce eyes and that smooth ambition. I was the guy who believed love was enough. We started from nothing. Ramen for dinner, turns taking on bills, and one shared dream. To build, to grow, to win. She studied finance. I built code. First came a one-bedroom apartment with peeling paint. Then a townhome, and finally this house. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, hardwood floors. Every inch of it I laid myself. I believed in her more than I believed in God. She cried when I proposed, called me her anchor, her home, her everything. But I didn't see the cracks at first. Not then. Late-night phone calls she'd take in the garage. A new perfume she never wore before. Lock screens I'd never seen. She said she was working late. But there were no emails, no paper trail. Just silence in the places where love used to echo. Then her uncle died, and something in her changed. Fast. She bought designer bags overnight. Her eyes stopped meeting mine. She moved like a woman already divorced. I found the texts on her laptop. She forgot to log out. He called her goddess. She called him Plan B. Dates. Hotel receipts. A draft message she never sent. Something about money clearing, and how she'd serve him. Say she never loved me. That it'd be quick, clean. I didn't scream. I didn't flip the table. I watched her that night at dinner. She laughed, a laugh like she'd never broken anything. I swallowed the bitterness, smiled, and let her think I was still blind. Revenge isn't a loud, angry thing. It's an art. And art takes patience. First, I made sure the house was airtight. Mine on paper, mine in the eyes of the law. I had refinanced last year in anticipation of starting a business. She signed the forms without reading them. Trust after all. Then I visited her uncle's attorney. Told him I wanted to thank him for everything he'd done for her family over a drink. He let something slip. The will had a clause. The inheritance had a condition. It couldn't be used to dissolve the marriage for financial gain, within 1 year of acquisition. She didn't know. She never read the will, just saw dollar signs. I copied the clause, saved it. Next, I tracked down her lover. A trust fund brat with a condo downtown, and a DUI on his record. I hired a PI. Pictures, videos, timelines, everything lined up. I waited 2 weeks. Let her live in her delusion. She even started moving things out. Said she'd let me keep the TV as a gesture. Then I leaked the photos. To her best friend. To her parents. Most importantly, to her lawyer. Suddenly, her clean divorce got messy. Her lawyer dropped her. Her parents stopped answering her calls. Then I called her. Asked her to meet me at the house. She arrived smug, expecting surrender. I handed her an envelope. Inside, the photos, the will clause, and a notarized document revoking her access to the house. You breached the will, I said. If you divorce me now, the $10 million goes to charity, per clause 17b. You get nothing. She paled. You're bluffing, she said. No, I replied. But you can stay married. Pretend. Smile for the family. Wait 1 year. Keep the money. And if I don't? I leaned in. Then you lose it all. And your lover? He's already talking. Wants to cut a deal to avoid blackmail charges. I've got the texts. You were planning this before the death. Could look like fraud. She tried to laugh. Then she didn't. She moved out the next day. Quietly. No lawyers. No fight. I kept the house. Kept the peace. Every month, I sent her a reminder. A framed photo of the life she could have had if she hadn't underestimated me. The final confrontation came a year later. We met at the attorney's office to finalize the divorce. Clean now, legal, with the inheritance intact. She looked hollow. Rich, yes, but alone. You played me, she whispered. No, I corrected. You played yourself. I just stayed in the game long enough to win. She reached for my hand. I didn't flinch. I stood and I walked out. No need for last words. She already knew them. People think betrayal is loud, slamming doors, shouting matches. It's not. It's quiet, cold, a soft knife in the dark. But revenge? Revenge is calculated. You don't burn the house down. You build a better one, and let them watch through the window shivering. She thought love made me weak. But I never loved blindly. I loved with intent. And when it was gone, I loved the aftermath. Betrayal is an art. But so is revenge. And mine? Mine hangs framed in the hallway. She'll never walk through.